What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So we've seen Shiba Inu that has risen a little bit today, and honestly, the entire market looks pretty good. While we do see pullbacks at times because things may have run too much, especially when it comes to Solana taking over the third spot over BNB. I don't know if that's where it stands right now, but I know it did it briefly, and Solana was making some really, really big moves. But also, we're seeing Shiba Inu that's looking pretty positive today, and it's fantastic to see that. However, on more of the negative side, we understand that Shibarium, the ecosystem dev team, still have done no more burns. And it kind of is annoying because we are promised and we were promised the fact that we would see burns, consistent burns, especially, kind of space it out. Now, I have been removed from this conversation for like maybe 3 days because I've been focusing really on the Terra Luna Classic side of things and trying to make sure that the burns go over well there. So correct me if I'm wrong, or just correct me in general if I get anything wrong within this video. But from what I understand, they haven't really given out any type of information or given us transparency on when those burns will take place. Now, if they have, again, let me know. But then again, the transparency and clarity that they usually give, it doesn't really hold up well. I know the last time that I saw them give any type of information, it was more about like the 14th, 15th, and 16th and how they were going to burn. We haven't seen those burns, and we saw a burn, I believe, on the 17th, the day after, where it was like $90,000 out of the 1.2 or 1.1 million. So obviously there's still a lot left on the table to burn off in Shiba Inu, which in the end still gives us so much upside in how much we can burn off. It's just there's no transparency to tell us when that's going to happen. You know, if it was split up into 3 sections, we would know exactly how much is going to be, but we don't even know exactly how much they're going to do every single time. It could be 50,000, it could be 100,000, it could be 25,000, right? And they could change their minds every other day if they wanted to. But let's talk about Shiba Inu. Let's go into what's left in the pool and let's have a discussion about why there's still no burn. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, you can follow me over there. And don't forget about my Margex link. If you guys want to start trading Shiba Inu, you can trade up to 25x leverage over on Margex. So if you guys have like maybe $100, $200, you can turn that into, multiple thousands of dollars that you can use towards trading. Now, understand that this is using leverage, so you are using money that you don't have. The good thing about Margex is that you only get liquidated as to what you put into it. So it's kind of like playing like an options play. If you wanted to live out the life, you would end up losing everything that you do put in there, but you get the chance of playing out a larger play than what you have if you truly are confident in where it's going. And I know some people that have made money on Margex just recently with the movement in Solana and how Solana went from like $80 up to like $100. So they made a ton of money as it was moving up, and they used 50x leverage on it. So it all depends on how good of a trader you are, how much success you can have, your rate of success, all of that stuff. I feel as though it's going to be very, very beneficial to you. And you just have to make sure that you see all of the risks and all of the benefits and you weigh those out for yourself. Now, make sure you guys, like I said, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. But let's talk about Shiba Inu really quick. So again, if we look at SHIB on CoinMarketCap, we're going to see that the movement today has been pretty solid. We're up to that drop zero level. We keep going back and forth, either above or below that, drop zero or added zero, right? But we see it up to 0.00001085, up 5.34%. In that mix 3, 4, 5. I always like seeing those numbers. I always pick those out. But yeah, I mean, it's changed now. But you're seeing us up by about 5%. The volume is up by 80 plus, almost 90%, if I could see that correctly, to $282 million, which is phenomenal. But the volume to market cap ratio is still around 4% overall. The thing that we want to see is this supply burn down. And we're so heavily focused on seeing that supply burn down because since the beginning of this, it's always been that's always been a thought, right? That's always been, in the back of our minds. Like, what if we see another burn like what Vitalik has done? Or what if we see another burn that, the overall ecosystem did, or the overall community did, which was around 80 billion or something like that. So we would like to see the ecosystem dev team and everything that they're building there and contribute to the burns as well. And they've just recently started contributing to the burns after 3+ years, I might add. They started contributed to the burns. The first burn was 8.2 billion. The next burn was 8.6 billion. And now we haven't really seen another burn since. If I'm not mistaken, if I go to Shib burn, and we look at all the different detail, let's actually just go home for a second. Then we'll go back to the Shiba Inu tracker. We can see that we've done 24 million. Oh, I guess actually 19 hours ago, there has been another burn, 8.5 billion. So correct me. You can correct me because I did not see this at all. For some reason, I guess it wasn't up. It wasn't loaded, but I like the fact that they've done this burn. Now, I don't know what the consistency is and exactly what they're going to do, but this title has completely changed from the fact that we haven't seen any burns to the fact that we have seen burns. Again, I've been removed from this situation for about 3 days. So that's the reason why I didn't see this. And I guess the website was not loaded when I first looked at it. But great. We're seeing an 8.5 billion coin burn. And if anybody does want to clear things up and let me know the consistency of exactly how much they are going to burn, then please let me know if they have anything that's out there. But I've been trying to get filled in a little bit to see what's happening. But we have an 8.5 billion coin burn. So 8.2, 8.6, 8.5 billion coins that have been burned off. So, a total, if I can do math correctly, somewhere around 24 billion that has been burned off overall, which is a little over 24 billion, 24, 25 billion or so that has been burned off overall, which is phenomenal. We just want to see a lot more. Now, the good thing is, right, and I'll explain that there is good news, a lot of good news there. The good news is that as we saw that burn, the reason why I went in there, didn't see any burns from where I was, and then went over to the Shiba Inu tracker and I thought, okay, that makes sense because we're still sitting around 1.1. I guess this is still adding to that so that it's up to 1.1, but it just keeps accumulating. So we're seeing more and more burns to where we can burn off a lot. And maybe it's going to be 8 billion a week. Maybe we're going to see 24 or 32 billion a month, which honestly isn't bad. It's not the best case scenario, but it's better than what we've had. And if they get to a point where they have burned off more than the community, now we can start seeing that they're benefiting or that we are benefiting from everything that they are doing. Now, again, I don't know if we have transparency. I really don't know the detail to that, but the good thing is that we have seen 3 burns that we have not seen in the last 3 years. So 1 burn for each year. Now let's continue and see how those burns do progress. But yeah, I want to take anything that I did say super negative back from the community and say that we haven't seen any burns. We have. I apologize. We have seen burns, 8.5 billion recently. And I will own up to my mistake. That's why I'm leaving this in here. I could create a whole new video and start from scratch, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, keep this in here and let you know what my real emotions are as I see it. So either way, we're seeing 1.1 million that's still in there. We're seeing 8.5 billion coin burn 19 hours ago. We're seeing an 8.6 billion coin burn, a few days ago, maybe a week ago. And then you see an 8.2 billion coin burn, maybe like a few weeks ago. So altogether, 24, 25 billion coins is amazing. It could be a lot more, but still we have to accept the fact that they are burning, which is phenomenal to even see. So if anybody else has any type of information that they want to add to it, if anybody has any gripes with the situation, feel free to comment down below. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to, check out MargeX and start trading on MargeX, feel free to do that. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.